Hey guys, this is Pastor Dave. Welcome to my midweek chat. I hope you and all your loved ones are doing fine and that you're well. Today I'm going to talk about the fact that our work is not done. If we're going to advance through this adversity the way that we should, we need to be effective and continuous and enthusiastic witnesses for Jesus Christ. Regardless of your vocation, every single believer's work is to be a witness for Christ. In Acts chapter 1, before Jesus Christ ascended back to his Father, he tells us in verse 8, "You are to be my witnesses." Remember 9/11? How could we forget? It was on a Tuesday. But also, do you remember how many people went to church the following Sunday? What happened is that a window of opportunity opened up for believers to share the gospel with others, and people became more interested in the things of God at that time. Well, we find ourselves in the same situation right now. Probably more people than ever in America are more interested in the things of God. And we who know Christ, we who understand the gospel and knowing that we should give it out, need to be sensitive to do just that. I don't know how long this window of opportunity will be with us, but we certainly don't need to drag our feet concerning this wonderful work that we're to do in representing Christ and sharing the gospel with others. This morning I read in a devotional that I'm using this year, that the devotional is called Streams in the Desert by L.B. Cowman. It's actually two books in one, but this is what I read. There's a story of a woman who had many sorrows. Parents, husband, children, wealth, all were gone. In her great grief, she prayed for death, but death did not come. She would not take up any of her wanted work for Christ. One night she had a dream. She thought she had gone to heaven. She saw her husband and ran to him with eager joy, expecting a glad welcome. But strange to say, no answering joy shone on his face, only surprise and displeasure. "How did you come here?" he asked. "They did not say that you were to be sent for today. I did not expect you for a long time yet." With a bitter cry, she turned from him to seek her parents. But instead of the tender love for which her heart was longing, she met from them only the same amazement and the same surprised questions. "I'll go to my Savior," she cried. "He will welcome me if no one else does." When she saw Christ, there was infinite love in his look, but his words throbbed with sorrow as he said, "Child, child, who is doing your work down there?" At last she understood. She had no right yet to be in heaven. Her work was not finished. She had fled away from her duty. This is one of the dangers of sorrow, that in our grief for those who are gone, we lose our interest in those who are living and slacken our zeal in the work which is allotted to us. However great our bereavements, we may not drop our tasks until the Master calls us away. That was written by J.R. Miller. One day, my work is going to be done. One day, your work is going to be done. A few days ago, on May 15th, that day marked 13 years since my pastor, Dr. Jerry Falwell, transitioned into the presence of Jesus. I love my pastor. Linda, my wife, loves him, and he meant a lot to our families. He meant a lot to a lot of people. Linda and I had the opportunity of going to his funeral, and one of the things I recall is his three children standing on the platform. Jeannie, his daughter, was in the center, and one of his sons was on one side of him, and one of his sons was on the other side. And she was kind of the spokesman for the family. And I remember, I believe one of the things that his daughter Jeannie said was, "Dad's work is done." And it was. I really believe that Jerry heard Jerry say, "Well done, good and faithful servant." But your work and my work is not done. I believe our best days can be ahead. I believe that the church of Jesus Christ can emerge stronger than ever. I think all of us as believers can emerge stronger than ever. But we need to continue in the work that the Lord has given to us. There are so many things to distract us today, but the mission of Jesus is before us, to be His witnesses. Now, how will your work be defined in eternity? Our work for the Lord is not done. Let's take advantage of this season of adversity to share the gospel of Jesus Christ. Let's be faithful. You know, the Bible also says, be not weary in well-doing, for in due season you shall reap if you faint not, if you don't give up, if you don't quit. Let's not quit. Let's be effective witnesses for Jesus Christ. God bless you till next time.